Good afternoon, everyone. On behalf of Dentium, I warmly welcome you all in today's webinar on bright implant architecture, stability through design. This webinar will be informative and beneficial for those who are planning to start their implant practices. We are privileged to have Dr. Avantika Tripathi, MDS Oral and Maxillofacial Surgery and Dentium KOL as our esteemed speaker, bringing expert technical knowledge and practical insights on the use of Dentium BRIGHT implants. We encourage all the participants to kindly stay until the session to avail webinar special packages and a chance to win bright fixture in the lucky draw contest. Thank you for joining us. Now over to Dr. Avantika.
So a very good afternoon to all of you. Welcome to today's webinar on bright implant architecture, stability through design. So today we are going to discuss about our newly introduced bright implant, its key feature, its design, and its architecture. So in implant dentistry, long-term success is not only achieved by a single factor. So there are a lot of factors which contribute towards the success of an implant. Can be implant design, the surgical protocol, primary stability of an implant, how the tissue is responding towards the implant which is placed inside, and how the prosthesis is being given to the patient. So as doctors, we are constantly looking for systems which are able to provide these many solutions so that we can achieve a good successful implant placement in the patient. So today we are going to discuss about this bright implant and its key features, and we will explore that how the engineered principles behind the bright implant contribute to enhance the primary stability, to efficiently distribute the load, to preserve the peri-implant bone, and to predict the clinical outcome across the variety of indications. So the main indications for this implant will be for a single tooth implant placement, short span bridges like 3-unit, 4-unit, short span bridges, edentulous ridges, D2 or D3 bone quality, digitally planned cases, and immediate implant cases. Now bright implant is available in two variants, bone level and tissue level. So this one is bone level and this one is tissue level. The bone level variant's key feature is its deep connection. So the abutment is seating at a depth of 3.7 mm inside the fixture, and it is making an angle of 10 degree with the internal surface of the fixture. So it has a 10 degree internal taper and it has a 3.7 mm deep connection. So the biggest advantage of this deep connection is it is going to provide excellent stability of the abutment with the fixture. There will not be any chance of abutment loosening, screw loosening because of the deep placement of the abutment inside the fixture. This fixture, the bone level variant, has an internal hexagonal connection, and the internal diameter of all diameter implants is same. So the abutment interface or the internal diameter of the implant is 3.3 mm, and the diameters which are available in this bone level variant are starting from 3.5, 4, 4.5, 5, and 6. It has the different length available of 7, 9, 11, 13, and 15 mm. It has a bevel of, in the 7 mm implant variant, it has a bevel of 2 mm, which is polished, and the leftover 5 mm of implant is treated, is rough surface. It has a good thread depth, which allows good amount of bone to adhere on the surface of the fixture and to provide good amount of osseointegration. So it has a double threaded and a aggressive thread design, which helps in increasing the primary stability of the implant. So even in less or poor quality bone, we will be able to achieve good primary stability. So it has a double-threaded design like Superline. The Superline also has a double-threaded design, but it has more aggressive threads, and it has a long cutting edge which is running on the entire surface of the fixture. So basically the advantage of these cutting edges is whenever we are going to place implant, whatever pressure is being generated, it is released through these cutting edges. And the advantage of this double-threaded design and aggressive thread design is in minimum amount of bone, it is going to provide maximum amount of primary stability. It has an SLA surface similar to the Superline. So SLA means it is sandblasting with large grits and acid etching. The titanium grade which is used in fabrication of this fixture is grade 4. The drilling procedure for placement of a bone level implant will be, these are the drills which are available starting from the diameter 2.5, 3, 3.5, 4, 4.5 and 5. So if I need to place an implant of 5 mm, I need to drill with a 3.5, first with the 2.5, then 3, then 3.5, 4, 4.5 and 5, and then I'm going to place a 5 mm implant. There is no countersink drill as the threads of the fixture are quite aggressive. So countersink or coronal preparation of the fixture of the osteotomy is not required. Coming to the tissue level implant, tissue level implants are available in narrow diameters. It is mainly based on the concept of narrow but strong, which means that these are available in very, very thin diameters, but still those thin diameters are also capable enough to take a load in the molar area itself, which means that a 3.5 mm diameter implant in a molar area will be able to take good amount of load take good amount of occlusion load. It has a dome-shaped body. Dome-shaped body means the middle third of the fixture will be the widest, and the apical and the coronal third of the fixture will be slightly narrower. It has a very, very narrow apex, which makes the insertion of this fixture inside the osteotomy very, very simple. The neck is also narrow, which helps in preserving the marginal bone, which prevents the marginal bone resorption. The purpose of making the fixture's shape of dome is that the maximum amount of diameter of this fixture will be in the cancellous bone. So the bone to implant contact area in the cancellous bone will be more. So the implant will be able to gain more amount of primary stability. It has a external hexagonal connection, and the connection is formed at an angle of 20 degree with the abutment which is seated over it. It has a contoured or a concave neck, which helps in holding the soft tissue very, very nicely. So it helps in giving a very nice contour to the soft tissue. The diameters available in this tissue level variants are starting from 2, 2.5, 3, 3.5, 4, 4.5 and 5. But all the diameter of the fixtures have a standard platform of 3.8 mm. So the platform diameter will remain the same, which makes the prosthetics very, very simple. The fixture length are available, same as of bone level, available in 7, 9, 11, 13 and 15. The gingival height of this fixture is standard of 1.5 mm to avoid any confusion. So this fixture is made very, very simple to understand and very, very simple to use. It has a standard platform of 3.8 mm, which makes the prosthetic placement, prosthetic line, keeping the inventory management very, very easy. The drilling sequence for a tissue level implant placement will be similar to the bone level. The difference will be in the initial, in the thinner diameter implants, which are not there in the bone level version. So the thinner diameter implants of 2, 2.5 and 3 mm will be placed with the guide drill, which is of 2.5 mm. So if I need to place an implant of 2 mm, I am going to do the decortication with a 2.5 mm drill, and I am going to place the implant. If I need to place an implant of 2.5 mm, then I am going to drill with a 2.5 mm drill, and I am going to place my implant. If I need to place an implant of 3 mm, I am going to drill with a 2.5 and 3, and then I am going to place my implant. 3.5, I'm going to follow the same sequence till the same diameter of the drill. So it is all the drills which are there in the Bright surgical kit are Lindemann drills. So as we all know that the Lindemann drills have an excellent cutting ability. They'll be able to prepare the osteotomy very easily and very fast, even in the D1 bone quality. So, which makes our implant placement very fast and simple. As I mentioned, that tissue level implants are available in very narrow diameters, but they are acting very strong inside because they are solid implants. They have an external hexagonal connection. They are not hollow from inside. So, a 3.5 mm implant itself will be able to take the load in the molar area. They have a huge prosthetic lineup. In the bone level, the prosthetic lineup of bone level variant is this. It has a digital abutment, a TI base, a healing abutment, a screw abutment, and a TI blind. Tissue level variant will have similar prosthetic lineup of digital abutment, TI base, TI blank, and a comfort cap. The best part with this system is when we are going to put a multi-unit abutment, a screw abutment over a bone level implant, it will be converted into a tissue level implant. So all the components which will be used over a tissue level implant can be used if I am going to put a screw abutment over a bone level implant. So a bone level implant with a screw abutment will become a tissue level implant, which makes the inventory management very simple. This is the surgical kit which will be used for the placement of bright bone level and tissue level implants. This is the initial drill or the guide drill available in 2.5 diameter, then 3, 3.5, 4, 4.5, 5 and 6. So the 6 mm drill which is there is not a complete drill, it is just a countersink drill. So if I am going to place a 6 mm bone level implant, I need to prepare till 5 mm full depth, and then I have to do the countersink with a 6 mm drill. Then I can place a 6 mm implant. Otherwise, for a 2 mm tissue level implant placement, I need to do decortication with a 2.5 mm drill, and I can place a 2 mm implant. These are the two parallel pins which are used to check the orientation, position and angulation of the osteotomy which we are preparing. Path pin is mainly used to check whether my implant which is placed is in proper orientation or not. This is the drill extender which is used to increase the length of the drill, and these are the bone level adapters, implant driver. This is the bone level adapter. So this is the handpiece driven and this is the ratchet driven. These are the two hex drivers. This is the handpiece driven and this is the ratchet driven. This is the tissue level adapter. This tissue level implant drivers. This one is the handpiece driven and this is the ratchet driven. This one is the depth gauge and this is the ratchet which is used for the tightening of implant. So the best part with the surgical drill is first All the drills are Lindemann, which does a very good cutting, very precise cutting. And second benefit of this kit is that both type of implants, bone level and tissue level, can be placed with the help of same kit. The prosthetic lineup of tissue level implant is very simple, as it has a standard platform of 3.8 mm. So it makes the prosthetic platform very easy. Plus, the biggest advantage of a tissue level implant is that we do not have to do a second stage surgery, as a healing abutment sort of a structure is already there on the top. So it makes, for the beginners, it makes the surgery very easy and simple to use. You just have to put an abutment over it, make an impression, and then we can send it for the prosthesis fabrication. Later on, when we talk about the prosthetic components and the digital workflow of the system, then we will talk about the ease of the prosthetic components also, how simple and how beneficial they are. So, Bright Implant is allowing us to use the digital workflow in a better way, as everything is going digital these days. So is implant. So we should be able to follow, our implant should be able to support the digital workflow, and we should be able to do it in a very simple and easy manner. Implant success is not only about implant design, it is not only about placement, but it should be able to integrate the digital workflow, and it should be able to provide good precision and predictability. So this Bright implant is able to its precise design, and it is able to provide good predictable stability, and it has come up with good amount of digital solutions that simplify the treatment planning, and it is going to support the guided surgery also, and prosthetic rehabilitation, which will help us to achieve accurate implant placement, efficient workflow, and it helps in giving us better restorative outcomes. So we can and we will be able to give all type of implant prosthesis in a better, more digital way. Thank you so much for your patience listening. If you have any questions, you can ask.